Most people in a small West Michigan village are paying their water bills, but some are not.
That has led to a Michigan State Police investigation and a no-pay protest by a former village president. It's also led to a Target 8 investigation. Investigator Henry has been knocking on doors in Hesperia.
The 800 people in the village of Hesperia pay their water bills the way people do in other towns with a community water supply. One charge for the flow from the tap, another called a ready-to-serve charge to pay for the pumps and pipes. But in 2015, the company that runs the water and sewer system for Hesperia questioned whether everyone was paying.
So we did an audit, came up, and she went through and found 6 accounts that were deleted or missing.
Gone. The accounts wiped off the books. No bills going out as far back as 2011. So in June of 2016, the village attorney sent out collection letters to the 3 people who owned the 6 properties. The 6 lots were vacant or had empty houses on them. But even if you're not using any water, you still have to pay for the delivery system, according to the collection letters. The delinquent bills totaled nearly $11,000. It's going on 2 years since the bills went out. And did those bills ever get paid?
No. Nope, never got paid.
Target 8 investigators wanted to know how the accounts got erased in the first place and why the delinquent bills still haven't been paid. Well, hello. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Henry Herb from What TV. So we went to the village hall looking for answers, and we tried to get details from the current village president, Mike Farber.
It's a complicated mess.
But it's a mess Farber told us he couldn't talk about on the village attorney's advice. He did say that everything he's done is legal.
Like I said, I got no comment on that. I'm in a really bad spot. It's something I inherited, and I'm vice of my council, I've done stuff, and I'm taking the heat for it.
But what did he do, and why haven't those delinquent bills been paid?
Like I said, once I talk to the attorney, I'd love to explain it to you.
But in this business, you don't hold your breath waiting. Farber never got back to us. So a couple of weeks later, we were back in Hesperia and found Alan Daniels had some answers. He got the biggest past due bill because 4 of the 6 properties are his. So $8,000 bucks, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But you haven't paid that.
I did not pay that, no.
Daniels gave us this letter that explains why. 7 months after the village sent out the past due bills, the new village president, Mike Farber, sent out new letters saying that he ordered the delinquent accounts cleared. He did that just 3 days after the village council voted to keep billing vacant property. He let Daniels and the others off the hook. And how did the accounts vanish in the first place? In some cases, all you had to do was ask.
He came here with a backhoe, dug that service up, and essentially that billing stopped.
The guy with the backhoe worked in Hesperia's Public Works Department, and Daniels says he just asked him if he could get the water bill canceled on this vacant house he owns, and the man agreed. The son of former village president Roger Krause said they didn't even ask, and someone canceled out the water account on this property after they tore down the house several years ago. They later sold it. And according to this legal opinion from the village attorney, the 3rd property owner, Alan Singh, asked a village employee if he could stop paying on his vacant lot, and the employee made the account disappear. That led to the attorney's opinion that the village might have trouble collecting on such accounts, because if an owner reasonably believes they no longer have to pay, they might be able to sue to keep from being billed, whether or not the village employees had the authority to wipe out the accounts. But that wouldn't cover 3 of Alan Daniels' disappearing water accounts. What about these other properties? Did you ever ask anybody to erase those properties from the books?
None. Never. Nope.
How the other accounts got erased remains a mystery.
Everybody should just be paying their fair share, everybody.
Former village president J.R. Dirk says he stopped paying his water bill in protest. Former village president Nemistil asked for a state police investigation more than a year ago. It got new life after Target 8 investigators started asking questions. Both questioned the legality of village employees deleting accounts and the current village president clearing the delinquent bills.
It's not right.
Property owner Daniel says he's not even paying the current water bills on his properties, even though that letter clearing his past debts says he must. He, too, is talking fairness.
As long as it's fair, I don't have a problem paying. But if I'm being singled out, then I do have a problem with that issue.
Daniel says he believes there are other people being allowed to duck their ready-to-serve fees in Hesperia, but he admits he's got no evidence. I'm Target 8 investigator Henry Herb.